another team that has two wide receivers that usually finish up pretty high, and that's the Seattle Seahawks with Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
Seattle Seahawks.
I like Tyler Lockett a lot this year. He's disrespected every year. I faded on him last year.
The Nick Chubb of wide receivers.
He is the Nick Chubb of wide receivers. That's a great point. But I faded on him last year, and I wasn't high on him. It wasn't I was trying to avoid him. I just wasn't high on him. And year after year,
we didn't know Geno was going to throw for 4,500 yards.
Well, I mean, he had everything he needed to do it, though.
I know, but we just didn't. We didn't think Geno was going to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, you looked at Lockett last year. He finished as a wide receiver 13 in standard. I mean, to get a wide receiver 13 where he's going at ADP overall 73. I mean, that's what, 5th round right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what is that, late 5th round? Yeah, fifth round. No. Sorry, that's 5th round, sixth round. Yeah, I got to do my math here. So, I mean, you look at
math is hard, guys. Stay in school.
You look at where you're going to get him in comparison to DK Metcalf, which right now he's going at wide receiver. He's going 31 overall. I mean, that's 3rd round right there. So look at the difference. If you don't get DK in the 3rd round, if you really want him, you can still get Lockett and be happy. But if you want to try and do whatever strategy you have, and 3rd round's where you want to grab your quarterback, you don't have to worry about missing up on a top receiver in the 3rd round, because Lockett's going to still be hiding there, because people are going to forget about it and worry, oh, Jackson Smith and Jigba's there now. Like, Lockett's going to lose his touches. They're two different receivers. Lockett plays a different game than DK and JSN do. JSN's more like DK, in my opinion, than he is Lockett. And Lockett has been consistent year after year. Like I said before, his stats are, surprised me when I went back and looked at him. The fact that he's had 4 straight seasons as a 1,000-yard receiver, and he's had 4 straight seasons of at least 8 touchdowns.
Yeah.
As the wide receiver too.
You're getting that from a 6th round receiver. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Again, these are going back to like the 3rd to 6th round receivers that you can go and get, and as long as you're posting 1,000 yards and 6+ touchdowns, they're going to be a steal at that position, because they're going to produce like a low end wide receiver 1. And what allows you to do getting a guy like that in the 6th round is you can go and get Patrick Mahomes, you can go and get Josh Allen, you can go and get Kels or Andrews. And when the high-end tight ends, you can load up at another high-end wide receiver. You can go and get 3 running backs and go running back, and just stack there and worry about your receiver in the 5th or 6th round. And there are going to be guys like Tyler Lockett that are going to be there. Yeah. And then that's what's great about these guys, is that people are going to undervalue them. They're going to see JSN goes there, and they're going to be like, oh, well, he's going to take away all these touches. And John's right. He's a different receiver. The concerning thing, the stat that jumps off is that he's not targeted in the red zone, like, at all. DK dominates, like, I think a 20% share, 20-something% share of red zone targets in that offense. That's fine, because Lockett gets the over-the-top balls. And we've seen Lockett
8 touchdown minimum in the past 4 seasons. In fact, if I count the past 5 seasons, the only reason I don't count 5 is because he had 950-something yards 5 years ago, 5 seasons ago.
Don't skew the statistics, Jono.
But he had 10 touchdowns that season. And he was not the wide receiver. Like, again, DK came in 4 years ago as a wide receiver 1 right off the bat for this team. Lockett has just taken the back seat and flourished.
Yeah. It's a great 1A, 1B situation there. And DK's value is not bad either. Like, he's a guy you can go get in the 3rd round and still be able to do a lot of things in the 1st and 2nd round with. But if you really wanted to do, target like a 5th round receiver, if he's there in the 5th round, like, this is a guy I would draft early, like a round early, just to go and get him. Because you should be able, in the first 4 picks, if you wanted to wait on receiver, you should be able to get at least two running backs, a tight end in there, and go and get a quarterback, a high-end quarterback that you really wanted on your team. Go get Josh Allen, go get Hurts, go get Lamar, go get Mahomes. And then you can go and get a receiver late like Lockett and be perfectly happy with that. I still value Metcalf over Lockett.
I do too.
I don't think there's a 3-round difference between where I value them.
I think it's even. Yeah, I don't either. And I think doing the math, 73 is actually the beginning of, because I think it's the beginning of the 7th round. If I do my math right, it's end of the 6th, beginning of the 7th is where he's
12
averaging.
teams per league. 12 teams.
12-team league.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that's my math. 12 times 5 is 60. So 5th round, 60 picks are gone.
There you go.
So 7th round.
He can do it.
Yeah, I did it. Yay. But I mean, enough of here. We both value DK over Lockett, and just hammering in the point that Lockett is not that far behind DK, in my opinion. It's closer to, I wouldn't say as close as a 1-round difference like Hill and Waddle, but probably closer towards the T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, where they're 2 rounds from each other because the production's there.
Well, that's what I was going to say, is that I like the value of Lockett a lot better than I like the value of DK. I like both of them, and I value DK higher than Lockett, but I like where I can get Lockett a lot better than where I can get DK, because it allows me to do other things.
Well, that's also what the whole argument of this whole and conversation we're having today is. We just like the value of these other guys more than the ones that are above him that we're talking about. And DK was wide receiver 20 last year. Lockett finished higher than him in standard scoring. So that's something to chew on for a little bit. Let's move on to our next guy.